Hello students. In this video, let us start the poem School is a Place of Pleasure. We have pre-reading activity here. What is the treasure the school gives you? So what do we get from school? We get knowledge and we get the skill of learning in the future. Discuss with your friends. Next activity is, what can you become other than a doctor or a lawyer? Discuss with your friends and teacher. So, what are you interested in? What are the different fields that you're interested in? Which is your favorite subject? All of these are evolving and will eventually decide what you can become. So, here we have a illustration of a school campus. We have the school building here. We have students involved in physical exercise and gameplay all over here. Go over these images and try to recognize which game they are all playing. For example, here we have a game of kabaddi that is taking place. So the poem starts here. School is a place of pleasure. Pleasure is happiness. School is a place of pleasure. It gives us knowledge and treasure. School makes us strong to fight against wrong. School teaches us to respect elders and follow teachers' words. School makes us bold to shine like gold. School makes us work harder to become doctors and lawyers. School gives us hope if we fall from a slope. School gives us new willpower and makes us smile like a flower. So, this poem talks about the different things that we gain from going to a school. So, school is a place of pleasure. It gives us knowledge and treasure. By going to school, we acquire a set of skills that we require throughout our journeys, as even in academics and in our lives. So, school makes us strong to fight against wrong. While in school, we learn how to think for ourselves, how to get information from the world around us, and how to filter out what we need and do not need. So, school teaches us to respect not only elders but everyone. Just because someone is younger than you doesn't mean you should respect them. We should respect everyone and follow the teacher's words. School makes us bold to shine like gold. In school, we learn how to speak up for ourselves and how to express our point of views. School makes us work harder to become doctors and lawyers. So, these are just two examples. This doesn't mean that you only have to become doctors or lawyers. School gives us hope if we fall from a slope. School gives us new willpower and makes us smile like a flower. This poem is written by Aman Gupta. Now, let us go over the glossary. Fall from a slope. So, fall from a slope is a metaphor. Metaphor is when you say something is like something else. Here we have another metaphor here, to shine like gold. So, they're saying that school makes us shine like gold. Whenever you use like, it means that we're comparing something to something else. Okay? So, what does it mean to fall from a slope? It doesn't mean that you're literally climbing on a slope and then falling from it. What it means is that if we fail to sort something out, or if we fail to solve something in our daily life, we can call it that we are falling from a slope. Next, shine like gold. So, again, we have a metaphor here. So, what does it mean to shine like gold? To shine like gold doesn't mean that we're actually shiny, it means that we get a good name. Okay? Next, what does it mean to have willpower? So, to have willpower is to have a strong mind, a dedicated focus so that we can finish our work and not focus on the obstacles or problems. Okay? So, whenever you're comparing two things, there are two kinds of comparisons that you can do. One is a simile and the other is a metaphor. Now, whenever you're saying something is like something else, this becomes a simile. But whenever you're saying something is actually something else, it's a metaphor. Now, let me give you an example. When you say that, for example, the snow is like a white blanket. When you say the snow is like a white blanket, it's a simile. But when you say the snow is a white blanket, that's a metaphor. So, one easy way is to look out for words like, as, etc. If you find them, it becomes a simile, and if you don't, it becomes a metaphor. But that is just a nuanced distinction between metaphors and similes. What you need to know right now is whenever something like this is given, it doesn't mean literally. Okay, it's just a comparison. You'll learn more about this in your higher classes. Now, let's go to comprehension. Some children stay at home and learn all different subjects. What do you think is the difference between learning at home and learning at school? Discuss with your friends and mention at least 5 differences between the two kinds of learning. Nowadays, taking online lessons and digital lessons are becoming more and more common. What do you think are the differences between learning at home and learning from school? For example, one difference can be if you're learning from home, you might not be able to easily discuss some things with your classmates and your teacher. Whereas if you're learning at school, all those kinds of resources are readily available to you. Another difference is school is restricted to the working hours. Whereas when you're learning at home, it's more flexible and you can learn throughout the day whenever you feel it's the best time for you to learn. Similarly, think about a few more differences between learning at home and learning at school. Now, keep in mind here, one isn't necessarily better than the other, but it depends from person to person and situation to situation, which is more appropriate given that point of time. Next, read the poem aloud and write down words with similar sounds. Now, this is nothing but rhyming words. So, let's start writing our rhyming words. So, the first word is pleasure, and let's try to find the rhyming word for pleasure in our poem. It is treasure. Okay, so the rhyming word for pleasure is treasure. Next, we have hope, bold, strong, and power. Let's take a look. For hope, we have slope. For bold, we have gold. For strong, we have wrong. For power, we have flower. So let's see if we remembered all of them. What was the word for hope? It was slope. How about bold? It was gold. Strong? Wrong. Okay, the answer is wrong. Power? The answer is flower. Next, we have one more short poem. Recite this poem and enjoy it. School is fun. My books are ready. Breakfast is done. It's time now to school I shall run. With friends and teachers, I watch and learn. Time flies in class. School is fun. Okay? So here is another very small poem for you all. Every morning you get up, you pack your bag, your books are ready. Breakfast is done. Now it's time for you to get ready and go to school. So, to school, you need to go carefully on the road. Then you meet with your friends and teachers. You watch, you learn, and time flies, and school is fun. Next, we end this unit with the Sanskrit proverb: simple living and high thinking is the motto of the great. I'll see you all in the next video.